quick.
Check, 1, 2. Checking the mics. 1, 2 at 3 minutes.
Checking, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 57, 56, 55. Counting down. Give it a little test. Mic test. Anybody hear me out here?
This down a little bit. It's coming in through this one tonight. I think. Maybe not.
A minute 10, coming up on a minute 5. Minute 5, coming up on 60 seconds. 59, 58, 57, 56.
So it's mic 2.
All right.
So we're going to turn that off for now.
Welcome back to Cheney, Washington. Tonight's matchup, we got the Eastern Washington Eagles versus the WSU Cougars. Well, beside me, we've got Gary Allen, best co-guy in the league, you have to say.
That was a good one, too. Good one.
That's a tough one. Interesting matchup tonight. First time the Eagles and the Cougars have played each other in 4 years.
So this is the first time you've seen WSU play today, this year?
Well, I saw them play against USC beginning of the year, but this is the first time I've seen them play against the Eagles since I've been around with the program.
Oh, big hit. Right off the bat, WSU, I think it was Torres, laid a nice check.
Shaw takes a nice run at a guy, quick to start the game off.
Well, that's Shaw's game.
It is.
We've established that.
It is. You got Travis McKay up here for the Eagles, gets across the red line, tries to get it deep, handled by 5 for the Cougars.
Well done for the Cougars, lays a check. Nice shot.
It was just past O'Donnell.
That was Mingus.
So tonight's starting lineup for the Eagles, you've got 18 Morgan Ouellette, number 2 Luke Browning, number 72 Trevor Sakryachek, number 74 Hayden Boring, and number 23 Travis McKay with 25 Tyler O'Donnell in net for the Eagles. We missed who started for the Cougs. We apologize, folks.
Well, one thing I've noticed right off the bat with WSU, they definitely like to throw the body around, so it'll be interesting here.
Nice head man pass to Browning. Browning, a light shot on net, just missed by Sakryachek in the air. Cougs able to clear it all the way down. Looks like we're going to get an icing for your first stoppage of play of the night.
And it looks like Zach Stewart is in goal for the Cougars. That was a nice block by him. I'm trying to double check that right now, but that's who it looks like is in net for WSU. Face-off's coming to the right of Stewart. Face-off won by WSU.
Just chipped over the heads of Brandon Stevenson. Back to chase for the Eagles is going to be 21 Colin Purley.
Dump in by WSU all the way down behind the net of the Eagles. We're going to try to get some updated roster here because number 11 for WSU has been out there for a couple, 3 shifts, and I don't see him on the roster right now. So we'll get that for you, folks, as soon as intermission.
We have to blame, well, actually blame Tyler for this. Tyler gave us the roster, so Tyler Pisani actually in the building today, sitting one table next to us, still working for the Chiefs, but here just to make sure that all of our technical difficulties are sorted out. Big check there by 16 of the Eagles, Sam Gilman. Good to see him back in the lineup.
Oh, Jackson fell down hard on that check. Big hit, but he's back in there battling.
Sam's good to see coming back after a small concussion. Took him out of the game last year, so it's nice, or last game, so it's nice to see him back in the lineup.
And that was a big hit he took, though. That was a massive hit he took 2 weeks ago.
Nice shot by Minderman. Blocker stop turned away. Shaw trying to find his stick back over to Hayden Bourne. Hayden Bourne shot on net. Can't covered up. Minderman unable to get to it. Minderman puts a body on him. Down low for the Eagles.
Bailey did a nice job of getting that rebound off of Stewart. Put him behind his net.
Sakryachek pokes away from the Cougs. Takes a double check there, but gets the puck over to Minderman behind the net. Trying to find someone up front. Turned away. No one there for the Eagles. Nice move by the Cougars. Hate to say it, but kind of undressed Gilming right there.
I think it was Mingus. I think the numbers are a little bit different on this, but I think that's who it was for the Cougars. One thing I'd tell you, Zakrychek, he's got one heck of a good game. He got double hit on that. He knocked both of them down and went after the puck behind the net. Face off won by the Eagles and turned over to the Cougs.
Fighting for it is Ouellette. Ouellette unable to get out of the Eagles zone. Kick save and a beauty by O'Donnell to get it loose there.
Big shot by Lynchfield. Huge shot. Eagles behind their net, thrown out on the far boards. Cougars picked it up. That's done with the puck right now.
Browning on the chase for the Eagles. Travis McKay able to block the shot down there, but kind of gets down in the Eagles net again, or Eagles zone again. Purley back for the Eagles. Chips it up, but kept in the zone by the Cougars. Pressure applied.
That was Dunn that had the puck for the Cougars. He's all over the ice tonight. He's even throwing the body. That was him that just threw the big check. Also Middlesworth, too, was on the body. Eagles bringing it out. Long pass. Oh, broken up.
Zakrajcek chips it back in. Zakrajcek and Bourne now with their original number, so it's kind of throwing me back off. The jerseys finally came in this week, and that's why every time I left to double check between Zakrajcek, who's in 72, and Hayden Boring wearing the 74 tonight. Brandon Stevenson battling down far corner from us for the Eagles. He's able to come away with it with the Bucks gets butt pickpocket at the end. Now we've got 2-on-1 for the Cougars. Shot turned away by Donald, but can't hold the rebound. Kopelke for the Eagles able to chip it back out. Kopelke again on the chase. Now Stevenson over to Purley. Purley looking ahead, man. It hits Kopelke, can't handle the puck. Now Stevenson battling here on the near wall to us.
Torres is doing a nice job battling the Eagles on the near boards.
Stevenson over to Smith. Smith headmans it over to Boring, but just past the stick. Boring first one to the puck, but skates by it to get back to his defense position. Now Smith on the forecheck for the Eagles. Cougars with a nice breakaway. Stevenson's getting beat here by the Eagles, but Boring, his defensive partner, able to cover him there. Boring now headmans it over to Smith. Smith chips it back out to the center, but unable to get it anywhere deeper.
Pass over to Lynchfield. Lynchfield's looking to try to dump it out, but there's no Cougars around him.
Shaw able to keep it in the zone for the Eagles and throws a big body check while forechecking. Cougs able to get it out, back to Boring. Boring chips it down. Not all the way for the Eagles, but about to the hash marks. Nice DD pass by the Cougs.
Jackson did a nice little cross pass over there. He's got Stewart going up the side, who got knocked down hard. Hard check.
That was our buddy Zach Shaw again.
Oh, why am I not surprised with that check?
Every time someone's body's falling down and Shaw's on the ice, he confused to be responsible. Shaw with the backhand, turned away, and again, in the words of Don Knockbauer, get to the forehand. Get to the forehand, Shaw. He's shaking because he knows there.
Yeah, but Stewart did a nice job of coming across, stretching from side to side on that one.
Oh, yeah, great save. We got 13:56 here in the first.
Shots on goal, 6-3 for WSU. Face off to the left of Stewart and net. Around the far boards.
Zakrajcek pressuring in for the Eagles. Far corner, Browning with the support. Browning able to try to squeeze it up to Gilming. Gilming holds it in for the Eagles. He's knocked to the ice, but supported by Browning. Browning now over to Zakrajcek. Zakrajcek drops it off for Purley. Purley's shot doesn't get all the way through, goes wide. Gilming now for the Eagles, holds it up the blue line. Gilming takes another big hit.
WSU's just doing that little extra body at the end to try to take the Eagles off their game. Pretty apparent they like to use the body, WSU.
Definitely. Shots 6-3 in favor of the Cougars right now with 13-13 remaining here in the first. Hurley now behind his own net for the Eagles. Regathers it, bounces back to Gilming. Gilming heads it up to Browning now. Browning with a little bit of space, gets it past the red line, dumps it back on the net for the Cougs, and he'll cover it on up.
Well, right now, the goaltenders have done a pretty good job. The shots have been a little bit weak, but they're both on top of their game from what I can tell right now. Face off coming to the left of Stewart.
Take the draw for the Eagles. Going to be number 11, Shane Smith. On the wings, going to be Mike Coe, and number 5, and number 15, Keegan Otness. On the back, you're going to have number 23, Travis McKay, number 74, Zakrajcek. Zakrajcek able to catch it out of the air like he's playing baseball. Light chip in low and is able to be intercepted by the Cougs, who get all the way back on the ice for an icing call.
Do you have any injury update from the Eagles from 2 weeks ago when they played it? How are the players doing on that one?
Well, both goaltenders are healthier, but I wouldn't say healthy. That's why you've got O'Donnell, who's projected with everything going right to get both starts this weekend. Teagan Ball right now is backing him up, and Jake Bowen given an extra day for that hamstring, but he was able to practice towards the end of the week. Keegan Peterson is still out with a shoulder injury, or I guess it's an upper body injury. That's the fancy sports term for it, I guess. Nathan Clark is still out with an upper body injury, and I think that's it for the injuries for the Eagles.
That's enough. That's a lot of injuries for this early in the season.
That's more than we like to see right now, but it's good to see they've been getting some rehab in, and the Eastern Eagles trainer, Garth Babcock, has been working with the Eagles pretty close here. McKay here now able to chip it off the glass. Gets it down to about the VFs of the Eagles rank. 11 now for the Cougars, who's we've mentioned him out a lot today. Shaw now with the puck, drops it back down a little, but gives a check when he gets rid of that puck. McKay flips it high. It goes off the Eagles bench.
So far, it's been a pretty good back and forth game by both teams. No one's really dominating each other right now. It's more of a feeling out process. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Hanlon or Hayden.
Hanlon. You had it right. You had it right. You had it right.
I'm sorry, folks. This roster is just not quite cohesive. But he's done a nice job with this team so far at the start of this year.
Oh, here we go. Eagles with the numbers now. 3-on-1. Jennings pass over to Minderman gets deflected by the skates of 52 for the Cougars. Breaking up that 3-on-1. Now Jenny with the chance in front of the net. Squeaks wide. Minderman now with the Eagles gets tripped up, and he's going to get a call. That'll send O'Donnell to the bench, but whistle's going to be blown before he can get there.
Well, now we'll see if they worked on their power play at all, the Eagles, because that's one of the things they were struggling with a little bit last time when they played Montana State.
Yep, I know they've been working on it, definitely in practice. I've caught a little bit of their practices, and definitely special teams has been more of a focus than I've seen in previous practices, but let's see what they can do out there. Right now, for the Eagles, you're going to have your starting lineup of Ouellette. That's a cry check. That 7-2 keeps throwing me off. Browning, Boring, and Purley on the back for the Eagles. Squeaks knife. Pinch play for the Eagles on the check. Both Eagles fall down. Fortunately for them, the 28 for the Cougs had lost their stick, so.
Yeah, Dunn was on that. If he wouldn't have lost that stick, he would have had that puck.
The cry check now for the Eagles. He's going to skate him up himself. Looked ahead, man it over to Ouellette, but no one was there. It's a cry check now. We'll take it all the way in past the goal line. Tries to chip it back out to Browning. Browning now battling down in the corner with the cry check. Cougars are able to squeeze that puck out of the zone and clear all the way back down. There's not a time on the clock for a penalty, so I'm not 100% sure what time they get out, but.
Nice hit, big hit.
Ouellette lined up a guy, but.
Is that Ouellette? That
was Ouellette.
That was a nice hit by him.
You got Zakrajicek now with the puck, far corner from us. Over Stevenson. Steven looking to take the shot, gets it through just wide of the net. And the puck will squeeze back out. Now Stevenson, round center ice, looking. Looked ahead of him on the pass, but saw Zakrajicek getting off a little too late. Squeezes it back down to the hash mark. Now the Cougars are grouping.
But I'll tell you one thing, I can't say enough about hand-eye coordination Stevenson has. He is phenomenal like that. Is that Smith coming up far boards? Yes, it was.
That's Smith. Smith over to McKay. McKay tries the one-timer pass. Just missed Shaw. Shaw now in the corner, gets the puck, gets back out to Stevenson on the blue line. Stevenson gets a shot, goes just high of the net. Smith back down to McKay. McKay to Smith. Smith trying to set something up. You can tell they're looking for Stevenson for that shot.
Which is good because Stevenson has a wicked slap shot. So I can see why they're looking at him to take the shot.
We're back at even strength now. The Cougars are got out of the box. I think we'll hopefully get that technical difficulty sorted out over there.
9:20 left in the first period. We got some shirts getting shot in the air right now.
Shirt's flying. Let's see if she can keep him out of the ice this time.
That was interesting. That was a good shot by her.
It was. It was definitely. It was unique. I don't think she could ever do it again, even if we tried to pay her for it.
So Krychek is all over the place. He's playing a little defense, playing a little forward, all over the place.
He's all over the place. Bory now shot. Blocked up in front. Now Zakrajicek battling for the Cougs. Cougs, puck still loose. Squirts wide at it. Oh! Unable to get it in. Big save by the Cougar goaltender. Goaltender off the crossbar.
We got a
penalty coming here. It's going to go against. I don't know who it's going against. Maybe the Eagles?
I don't know either, but it got real physical down there in front of Stewart. I can tell you that. The Krychek was throwing all kinds of people on the ice, and I think a couple of the Cougars decided they had enough. But I do think that is
that's
going in.
Let's go in and look like they're going to get him for a slash.
Right now for WSU, we got Dunn out there on the ice. We got, looks like Mingus is out there, along with Torres and Bailey.
On the penalty kill for the Eagles, you got Stevenson, Smith, Maiko, and Purley. Maiko right here with the press on. Decides to back off. Eagles playing kind of a 1-2-1 system right now, it looks like.
You got to be careful.
Oh! There was nothing O'Donnell was going to do about that. That was just a beautiful one-timer.
And one thing I noticed that the Cougars were doing also, they were floating in. It looked like Torres, to me, he was down low. So if that wouldn't have went in, he was there for a rebound, however you look at it. Nice power play by the Cougars.
That was, but again, I mean, I think the Eagles going to have to pick that up. That 1-2-1's a nice adjustment, but still he left that guy on the far post there all alone, kind of just to get that one chip shot in.
Yeah, he was camping out there, so they need to make an adjustment. Torres, for such a big guy, he has good wheels for WSU. He brings up a lot of the attack zone plays.
He's definitely quick. Now let's see how the Eagles can rebound. Hayden Boring behind their zone net. Looking to do something, but you see right now the Eagles are just standing around.
Well, they're running a zone. They're not running a trap, they're running a zone, the Cougars right now. They've got 2-1-2.
But I mean, you just watch there right there in the film. I mean, even all the Eagles just stood there. I mean, you got to give them somewhere to pass that puck, and I think that's what Boring was trying to tell his D-man, someone's got to move.
Well, if you haven't seen a 2-1-2 before, it'll take a little bit of adjustment.
Smith now looking for his first points of the year. Gets a nice shot on net, but
because that 2-1-2 is what's dangerous about that. They have the two forwards down low, and they're going to take the body, and that one guy floating in the middle, he's looking for the puck on a pass, and usually they'll get a one-timer on it. It's a nice scheme by WSU right now.
What would you say the best way to beat the 2-1-2? Is that what it is?
Go up around the boards.
Up around the boards?
Yeah. Almost like a dump and chase in your own end, and let your two forwards chase it. Because if you don't, then you become in a trap. So it's a zone trap, another way to say it. WSU has the puck right now in their zone. Nice little bump.
Well, Eagles struggling to break it out here. You got McKay for the Eagles. He chips it. Still can't able to clear it. Browning tried to blow the zone out there. Shot just goes wide of O'Donnell's glove.
That was a nice shot by Linfield.
Well, again, right there, you just got to see it. The Eagles aren't putting the body. They're skating around the men. They're not kind of finishing checks. They're just kind of expecting the puck to be there, and I think that's one of the things that's going to catch him here. Ouellette's got numbers with Browning. Tries to get cute with the behind the back wraparound, but doesn't work. Cougars are able to break it out.
I think Day's out there. Oh, that was a hack. He's going to get called on it, too, for WSU. Oh, we might get both gone now.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
We got a little scrum going on here right now. I think I'm almost sure.
It's Hayden Boring, but
well, I know that.
The Eagles are going to have to be careful because they're out of defensemen, and now it's going to cost Boring the rest of the game and a game misconduct. Boring's going to need to just take that one for the team right there and let him make that move.
Yeah.
Because he just put his team down in a big way for the rest of the weekend. I don't know what Hayden was thinking there. I know the guy charged after you, but at some point you're going to have some restraint and just turn your back. The officials are there.
Well, I don't know. They're taking the WSU player off. Yeah, and I'm with you on that one, T. I'm not really sure.
Well, especially because, man, now again, the Eagles are looking at 5 defensemen tonight. Travis McKay is unable to be here tomorrow. Sam Gilming, who's battling a post-concussion syndrome, was playing, but now, I mean, if Hayden gets his game misconduct, that takes him to 3D man.
Well, they haven't called him off the ice yet. I know that Coach Hanlon was talking to the referee. Now that the referee's talking to the Cougs coach, now they're taking him off.
Yep, I knew they were going to get him. Those gloves flew off, and that's the ACHA rules. Soon the gloves fly.
So yeah, that's definitely going to hurt him besides tonight, but tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I mean, right now we're 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in this first period. Now the Eagles got to play with 4 D-man.
Well, the crowds enjoy that, but I don't think they realize how short-handed the Eagles are defensively.
That was a big blow to the Eagles there. Eagles' best defenseman now is done for tonight and the rest of the game tomorrow. And again, sometimes, I mean, I know it's hard for me to say that because I wasn't that type of player that walked away, but at some point you got to be smart and make sure that you're not hurting your team, and oh well.
Yeah, I know. You never did understand that. But
No.
you know, again, I mean, I could see what he's doing, but yeah, you're right. He had to realize they're going to be short defensemen, and that's the time you just kind of store it in the back of your mind and say, all right, for a later time if you're going to do anything. But that was mainly a retaliation on his part.
It was. I mean, they probably wouldn't get him for a 2 or a 4 for checking from behind right there, but then at the same time, I mean, that only puts your team down for 4 minutes, not for...
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a 4-minute bump from behind, because that was pretty blatant. But one thing with what I was talking about the 2-1-2, I'm noticing the Cougars are doing that all the time now. When they get into the Eagles' end, they instantly go to that. And right now, the Eagles, they got 2 ways they can break that, either going straight up off the boards or cut over their centerman and try to do a cross ice pass over that first guy. But if you miss that, you're in trouble. That's a one-timer, but that's the 2 ways you can beat that. But WSU is definitely using that now on a regular basis. That looks like their offensive game plan right now. Until the Eagles can break it, why not? Keep doing it.
Yeah, if it's working, it's working.
There's still a conversation going on with the ref. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, I wonder what they're... Well, now they're going to sort this out. I mean, on the penalties on the board, I mean, you're going to have at least the first penalty that was called before the checking. Then you got whatever Hayden got from checking. And then if they're going to give WSU an instigator because he's the one that threw first.
That's a good point.
There's a lot of different things to sort out right now, and still nothing on the board quite yet.
And we'll get that up on the board, and we'll let you know what they called.
Hopefully, or apparently we're not going to get anything on the board, and we're just going to play 5-on-5 hockey.
Oh, that's a lot of penalties they had to write down there.
They're not even thinking about me right now. I mean, I'm the one that's got to enter these penalties in the night. This is a bunch of computer paperwork, and that's not very much fun.
I know they're going to call at least 4 different penalties on that play, if not more.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Well, that's a good way to start the period at 6:26 left in the first period. But, yeah, I think it's going to hurt the Eagles in the long run.
Oh, I definitely agree. I mean, you take your best defenseman out of the picture of it. And Zakrajicek hits the post.
Point blank, but he stole it, actually. He pickpocketed Bailey on that one. And nice shot, but a little wide.
Eagles are going to have to lean pretty hard now on the leaders of Zakrajicek, who's been having a heck of a season. Leading scorer for the Eagles, and Purley. I mean, Colin Purley's had one good season so far, but going to have to step up big for the Eagles and continue to be the big man in the back for him.
He's a good D-man. He has a good game, so he'll be all right. See, look at that. They're that 2-1-2 again. And they're just floating right now. They got, it looks like Middleworth is the main person out there in the middle. Even when the defense is pushed down on it, their forward instantly goes back and covers for him. It's a nice scheme they have. Puck put out. Eastern has the puck down low. I can't tell who has it. Looks like Gilliman had it for EW. They're behind WSU's net. Right now, Mingus brings it out. All right, folks, we have a little bit of technical difficulty right here. Sorry about that. WSU's bringing the puck out. That was brought out by Lynchfield. Lynchfield has the puck again. We got a penalty coming up for interference, and I think they got Shaw on that one. And right now he's disagreeing with the referee on that one, but it looks like he got Shaw for an interference call.
Yeah, sorry the roster is so small there, but I got the booth to send us a picture of their roster. Once I opened the picture, there's definitely a lot of chicken scratch written on there. It almost looks like I wrote it.
Looks like Bamdis was the one that got in that scrum for WSU, and that's who I couldn't figure out who it was, but it looks like it was him, Alex Bamdis. But he seemed like a key player for WSU. He was on the ice quite a bit also, so that may hurt them also.
Eagles now looking to kill this penalty on Shaw. Out there, you've got Ouellette, Browning, Purley, and McKay. Ooh, dangerous puck squirts back out. You've got a whistle, and I'm not. Oh, that came loose. That's what it was.
So what we'll do in between intermission is we'll get the roster straight because we just got WSU's lineup, and there are a few numbers difference and names on the jersey.
Shot dangerously squirts loose from O'Donnell. O'Donnell still playing a great game, but having a little trouble holding on to those rebounds.
Litchfield has it right now. He has a nice hand-eye coordination movement. He does a lot of dangling out there. Nice stick work by him.
Does. Definitely does. Shot just wide of the Eagles' net. 1:04 remaining on the penalty to Shaw.
Dunn's another sharp player. He has the puck right now for WSU. Takes control. He's a good leader out there. You can tell that.
Browning now trying to get the puck out, taking that chase. Unable to do so. Now Ouellette covers up. Shot just goes wide of O'Donnell. Tries to put it back in front. Nothing. Ouellette's able to turn it away, and he shoots it back down the ice, and it goes off the netting, but oh, they're going to blow it down for sure. Eagles needed that. Eagles definitely needed that. That was a flurry of shots by the Cougs.
So did we ever get the penalty on that? It looks like the Eagles still have 37 seconds on the penalty kill. I still didn't pick up what they called on that penalty. Shots 10-9. The game is even, and the shots would indicate that. Just right now, WSU's putting a little more offensive pressure on the Eagles.
Purley unable to get it out. Jenny now on the chase.
Got Torres with it right now, looking for Day, it looks like. Give it to Herbert.
Purley able to clear the puck for the Eagles. Now back in the corner, Stevenson. He's still in the chase. Gives it back up to Purley. Now Purley.
Bailey's controlling the play right now.
Purley's able to block the shot. Now we got a foot race. Purley unable to beat the man, but gets it out for the rest of the Eagles' kill there. Minderman unable to deke around the 5 for the Cougs. Now Stevenson takes down the guy. No call, it looks like, which probably good. Didn't look like it was anything too dirty or mischievous to me.
Well, I'm not sure, but I'm sure Bailey would disagree with that. I think he felt like he got pulled down, but there was no call. 2:18 left in the period. And right now, folks, if you're wondering, if you're downtown Cheney wondering what to do, come on out to the rec center. Watch some pretty good hockey right now going on tonight. And then after the game, make sure you go to the Barrel House, meet the players, have some good food. Enjoy yourself. Face-off is won by the Eagles. Dumped out. We got Ferguson chasing it. Bailey threw it out of the WSU's end. Middlesworth has it, dumped it in. We got Stevenson, who did a nice job of hitting it off the boards, but intercepted by Middlesworth, who lost it but got it back again. Over to Mingus, who went behind the net. Nice one-timer. Bounced off of the Eastern player, and I think that was puck went off of Clark.
So Krajicek now for the Eagles, putting some pressure on. Puck squirts by, just goes deep. Not sure why Michael reached to his face. He is wearing a birdcage, but hopefully nothing too bad there.
I think it caught him in the neck area.
Okay, that's probably all right. Shot there, blocked by Zakrajicek.
Nice shot by Lynchfield.
It was. Hopefully Stevenson looked the backhand over to Zakrajicek. Zakrajicek trying to headman it over to Maiko. Maiko now across the red line for the Eagles. Chips it right past the player. Nice move with him. Shot just wide of the WSU net. Still on pressure is Maiko. Now Stevenson trying to keep it in for the Eagles. Able to do so just past Smith's stick.
That was a beautiful move by him, though.
Smith unable to maintain, and Cougars able to clear.
Lynchfield wasn't sure what happened to him on that move. That was a nice little pass to himself. deked around him. Shot just a little too far.
Now McKay back for the Eagles behind his own net. He had mans it up the wall. Off the linesman skate. Actually a beneficial bounce for the Eagles, but Cougars still able to get it down low. McKay again for the Eagles. Gets up to Brownie. Brownie backhanded chip. Intercepted by the Cougs. Cougs now with it into the zone for the Eagles. Stevenson on the pressure.
That's Davis on the puck. Somebody's going to get a call there. We got a delay. I think it's going to go against Eastern.
What are you going to get him for? Oh, a holding. Okay.
Well, what they need to do with 12 seconds left is make sure that they don't give one up and then regroup in between periods. But again, shots 11-10. WSU, the game is tight right now. It's just more offense in the Eagles end than it is in WSU.
Yeah, I mean, again, the Eagles are holding in there. Just got to make sure they maintain their heads, especially now with the short bench on defense. It's just, let's kill off those 12 seconds and regroup for sure. Cook shot goes wide. Now's a Krychek able to get it out. Nice headman pass to Browning. Cougs goalie looking for the icing, but unfortunately no one told him there on the power play. So
that was a nice move, and I think that was, who was that?
That was a Krychek over to Browning.
Oh, Brownie did a nice job because the WSU player thought he was going to go for it, and he just let it go by without touching it and ran the period out. It's been an interesting game, T. You just can't get a feel for who wants it right now more than the other team. They're both pretty even. But see, now we got another penalty for the Eagles. So, and I'm not sure. Oh, that was the one that you called the holding on that? That's right. Sure. That's right.
Well, hopefully Eagles can get in there, get a nice pep talk from Coach Anlin, and see what they can group here for the second period. We'll be back here in 20 minutes. Welcome back to Cheney, Washington.
Got a good game going here tonight, folks. Good game.
Definitely, I think I got the rosters finally kind of figured out for you there. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But kind of gave their head coach, Chris Soriano, a bad time a little earlier. Said, hey, your numbers don't match up on your online. And he said something about how they're lacking in jerseys.
Well, right now, start of second period, 1-0 WSU on top. They're leading on the shots on goal, 11-10, and they're still on the power play for a minute 49. Face-off won by the Cougars. Brown brought it in.
Zakrychek, Browning, Ouellette, and Gilming on the kill for the Eagles. O'Donnell still in net. Zakrychek able to chip it out, get it back down to the Cougs end. Eagles playing a pretty passive penalty kill right now.
Right now the puck is just dumped out by EWU. Chased by Smith.
Browning still on the chase for the Eagles. Now Zakrychek forcing the puck behind his own net, just past Smith's stick. Smith now kind of decides to back off. Zakrychek in his chest, but able to get it out. Now you got Zakrychek and Smith with numbers. Zakrychek looking at the nice little chip pass over to Smith. Smith with the backhand goes wide. 27 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for the Eagles.
Torres did a nice job of deflecting a little bit of that pass on that one for the Eagles.
Smith able to kind of get the breakup pass there. Enough to stall the Cougs at least.
Mingus has it back over to Bailey. Bailey shoots it.
Puck still loose. Able to be cleared by Purley. Now Michael going after it, unable to gain control. Purley with a big check in front for the Eagles. Now the Eagles are even up at 5-on-5. Otten is back, taking Stevenson's penalty there. Now out there on offense for the Eagles, you got Smith, Ottness, and Michael. Cougs centered it up. No one picked him up and find the back of the net here early in the second period half.
Well
done.
2 seconds. Dunn set himself up out right in front of in the slot. Middleworth, he went around the net with the puck, took a quick peek, did a nice little backhand, even though Knockbar would have been mad on that one. And there it was. Dunn was wide open. It was a one-time shot. Nothing really the EW goalie could have done on that one.
And you almost start to feel bad for O'Donnell. I mean, the guy plays lights out pretty well as much as he can, and then all of a sudden, just a unfortunate bounce for him. And
well, that one, like I said, you really can't fault him on that because he was tracking the puck pretty well. They just forgot to pick up the guy in the slot. It was an easy one-timer.
Eagles now looking to generate some offense. Minderman takes a puck in for the Eagles. Shot, blockered above the net over by the Cougars goaltending. Cougs able to get it out. Gilming back for the Eagles. He's able to get the pass. Delayed penalty on the Cougs here. They're going to get him for a slash, it appears like.
Well, Jackson's not happy with Shaw about something. I'm not sure what he's yapping about, but
Shaw probably gave him a nice check.
yeah. And Shaw, you don't want to yap to anyway.
Like you don't want to yap at Shaw.
No. But now we'll see what the Eagles can do on the power play. This is a big break for them, being down 2-0. Still plenty of time, 17:24 in the period. Face-off's coming to the left of Stewart. One by the Eagles, took a nice shot. I'm pretty sure that was, looked like Peterson that took that shot. Around the net. Eagles are bringing it up on the far side. Pass over to Zakrychek, who I like the nickname
nice
Z.
move there. Shot right in the logo, though.
I'm telling you that Z, WSU's going to have to watch him. Zakrychek is all over the place. Great movement. Really good with the open ice. He just has a real well-rounded game.
He does, and he's going to definitely lean on their leading scorer to see if he can generate some offense here. Down 2-0 early in the second. Nice win by the Eagles over to Purley. Purley just tries to chip down the corner. Unable to get it down. Brownie now on the forecheck. Gives it up over to Stevenson. Stevenson able to keep it in. Brownie chips it over to Ouellette. Ouellette over back to Brownie. Brownie unable to hang on to it. Goes back in the far corner to us. He chips it over Ouellette behind the Cougars net. Ouellette unable to maintain it. Zakrajicek with speeder on the nets. Hits Stevenson. Stevenson's shot blocked, but he's able to regain control. He's battling for it now. Cougars come up with it. Zakrajicek, big hit.
But I tell you, that J.D. Dunn is all over the ice for the Cougars. 28 for that.
He is.
He's a solid hockey player. We got a slash, and I think
And they're going to that hurts.
it might be Torres or Dunn is going to go on that one. And they caught one of those two right there. It was definitely a whack on the wrist.
That's definitely not, I mean, you don't want to see any injuries to any players, but that's another defensive player for the Eagles to go down right now.
Listen, I don't know. Mingus looks like he might be going in the box for that one. So I thought it was going to be done, but no, Mingus is in there for 2 minutes. There's a big, big chance for the Eagles now. This is where they're going to get back in this game. This is how it's going to do it. 5-on-3 for at least 44 seconds.
Got Minderman, Smith, and Shaw out there in the offense, putting big body Shaw in front of the net, see if he can bang it up in there to generate some offense.
That's a smart move. He's hard to move.
He is. Smith, nice pillow shot by him, but
Well, you know, get it on the net with Shaw standing in the front of it. You never know, if that rebound comes out. Someone should be open. But they have got to shoot. They can't do a lot of stick handling right now. Only 18 seconds left in the two-man advantage.
Eagles looking to break it out here. Smith's pass over to Minderman just wide, but Shaw's able to pick it up. Shawsy looking, tries to go near side, chipped out just wide. But again, Cougs are able to kill off that first of the two penalties and generate some offense here.
Oh, Day did a nice shot right there. Nice wicked wrist shot.
Now Minderman for the Eagles, taking it behind his own net, looking to headman the pass. Tries to make a cute move over, but turned away, center ice here. Cougars able to clear it back down, and O'Donnell plays the puck behind his own net. There's a cry check now with it for the Eagles. He's looking for something. Just past Ouellette there. He gets it past Minderman, who's unable to maintain possession, and cleared back down for the Cougs.
Middlesworth there from WSU's doing a nice job. If you watch him, that's number 19. He's just circling around, and I'm almost thinking he's waiting to try to get a break. A little short-handed break for him. He's playing that way.
Ouellette shot.
Nice stop by Stewart. I don't know, T. We got 26 seconds left in this man advantage. The Eagles have not really put a lot of pressure on WSU's Stewart right now, even though they took the lead in shots on goal, 16-13.
Nice win by the Eagles. Brownie able to try to generate some offense, gets a shot off. Try to be a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah, he just took it in by himself. What split the two defense, but from WSU. Nice little shot on Stewart.
Nice work by Jenny to keep the puck in for the Eagles. He's battling now. Cougs able to get it out.
Torres playing a little volleyball with himself.
He is, but it worked for him, and it's able to get it down low.
And he got away with a nice little trip.
Now one to Maiko. Gets tripped up, maybe a little slew foot, didn't caught by the officials. We're even up here now at 5 apiece.
I'm surprised a little extra that WSU's doing right now. No one seems to be picking that up in the stripes.
Puck squirts past Stevenson. Now McKay. Backhanded back over to Stevenson. Stevenson looking to headman the pass over to Jenny. Actually over to Smith, who tries to one-time pass it over to Minderman. Eagles now breaking the zone. Minderman behind the back pass to Smith. Smith's shot covered up by the Cougs.
Well, Jackson decided he wants to go in there and talk to a couple Eagles.
I'm not sure where Jackson came from there, but I know he doesn't want a piece of Minderman, that's for sure.
Well, I'm telling you, T, right now, you got to watch that Middlesworth, number 19 for WSU. He is just sneaky fast, and he's always just looming outside, looking for that breakout pass. So if I was the Eagles, I'd keep an eye on him because he's been doing that this whole period. Interesting player. Nice shot. That was by Zareski. Z. I like to call. I'm just gonna call him Z, folks. That's what I'm calling him. I like the kid's game. He's an excellent hockey player.
Krajicek coming into the weekend was still a top 30 points getter in the nation in ACHA Division II.
Noel had a nice break on that one.
Good to see Purley back out. Purley with a big hit on 16 for the Cougs, and they're going to...
Somebody's going.
What are they going to get him for? An interference? Ooh. Again, we're not down there, so we don't see their angle, but it looked like Purley kind of came back, was able to put a nice check on him, but hey, that's not why we get paid the money.
Like you said, Trev, we're not down there, but I just must have missed it. I must have taken my eyes off of it because I thought that was a nice little body interference on there, but not a penalty. Face off won by WSU, back to Lynchfield. Nice shot by him. Far side went around. Nice dump by Eastern. Puck's picked up by Vigabin.
Brownie on a quick forecheck there, unable to poke it loose, but able to score out to Stevenson. Stevenson's able to get it to Browning. Browning just causing all sorts of havoc right now.
J.D. Dunn, there he is again, though. He's all over the ice. We're going to have to look at him up, see where he's played before, because he just deked 3 Eagles. And he just got taken out by Z, I think. That's Z down there in the corner.
The Krajicek wasn't he must have said something or did something, and they're going to call the Krajicek on that. That's... Are they not? Maybe. He pointed toward him like he was going to.
Oh, yeah, I think he is.
Oh, they're going to take both of them. That's those times that you wish we could be like the NHL's budget with broadcasting and kind of have some guys mic'd up to see what they're saying down there. Probably not very PC broadcast, but it definitely be entertaining.
The Krajicek did a nice job on that, even though he got caught. That kid's just got an excellent game. He's just a hockey player. That's all you can say about the kid. But J.D. Dunn's awful good too, so that's a wash as far as skill level because both of them are high-skilled hockey players. But the Eagles are still going to be shorthanded for a minute 24. And, 12:32 left in the game. Shots on goal 18-13 for the Eagles. Face-off is taken by Noel. Dropped it back to Lynchfield, who's looking. I think he's looking for it right now. No, they're playing back of all. They tried to get it back, and Bowdish missed it.
Out there for the Eagles right now, you got Morgan Ouellette, Travis McKay, and Brandon Stevenson. Cougs look like they're trying to play a little pick play on Morgan right there.
Well,
but
they are. Dave brought it in. He had his head up the whole time. Bugavin, nice shot by him.
Ouellette's able to get it all the way back down for the Eagles.
Well, the Cougs are setting it up behind their net right now.
Smith now on the forecheck for the Eagles. He's unable to beat the man there.
Mingus has the puck right now for the Cougs.
Mingus, nice pass.
Oh, nice one-timer. Mingus has the puck. They're playing a little pitch and catch right now, him and Lynchfield.
Another one-timer, deflected by Stevenson. He's able to get it all the way to go. All went to the Eagles bench. Okay, that's where it went.
There's that Middlesworth kid again, though, just lurking around the top of the crease.
Got some more T-shirts getting shot now.
So right now, too, this is a good time to say, come down after the game. Barrel House Pizza, great place to eat. Take your ticket stub down there, get 10% off your order. Face off won by the Cougars.
5 seconds remaining on the penalty to Purley.
Torres at the top.
Nice save by O'Donnell. Still tracking the puck, able to lose. Eagles, nice bounce pass to Michael. Just going to squirt past his stick. But again, Michael in the forecheck. Now we had a 5-on-4 situation for the Eagles.
But Bailey had a nice one-timer for the Cougs on that one.
.12 seconds remaining in the penalty. There's a cry check. Puck up into the netting here at the URC. Man, the game's evenly played, but I hate to say it, but it just doesn't seem like the Eagles team we've known and seen to play before.
No, they seem to be a little like one step behind right now. They're improving over from the second period to first. You can see a gain on it, but they're still dragging just a slight. Face off won by the Eagles. Thrown on. Looks like Torres has it right now, setting it up.
Penalty expires as a cry check. He's going to join the back check here.
Torres has a one-timer. Whoa, squirted behind.
Gilman on the check there.
Schneider down low.
Nice shot off the side of the net. Eagles looking to maintain possession of the puck, unable to do so.
Noel and Snyder are sure making it rough on Eagles defense right now. They're just plopping themselves right in front of the net.
Gilming now for the Eagles. He's looking to gain possession. Headmans the puck over to Ouellette. Ouellette wasn't quite ready for the pass, but was able to tip it. Oh, they're saying that he didn't. I don't know. It looked like he tipped it to me, but all the officials are going to conference.
And that's good to see because I'm with you. I did not see him touch the puck at all. Looks like they're going to have the face-off in the Cougar zone. 9:42 left in the second period. 2-0 WSU Cougars on top. Well, right now, Lynchfield doesn't look like he's agreeing with this because he's over there talking to the referee quite a bit. But it looks like that's where they're going to do to the right of Stewart. A stoppage in play because they haven't decided exactly what they're doing. Now they're getting ready.
Face-off win by Shaw. Nice shot by Jennings. Minderman now with it, unable to get it deep for the Eagles. McCabe now back for the Eagles. Got a little pressure on by 19. There's Shaw. Minderman in for the Eagles. Just shoots it just high and wide. Puck comes back out. Stevenson now for the Eagles. Center ice. He puts it back down low. Eagles touch up, and now because the offense, good hit by Minderman on the forecheck.
So far, there's 2 times Shaw hit the man and set up the 2-on-1s for Eastern. That's good to see because that's in his wheelhouse. That's his game.
Nice deflection by Jenny. And then you see Hanlon making adjustments. I mean, he's kind of mixing up the lines right now and putting Shaw on this line and seeing if he can generate some offense. Shaw there. Now on the back check, puts a body on 19. He falls. Over to Jenny. Puck gets between his legs. Picked up by Minderman. Good shift here for the Eagles. Minderman winds up. Nice shot and held on by the Cougs. A little offensive life there for the Eagles.
It was. They picked it up a little bit with that line. But again, right now, Stewart's standing big for WSU and net. He's doing a nice job. Stopping all 22 shots on him. Face-off is to the right of Stewart. One by WSU. Looks like Bailey's bringing it behind the net, dumped it down. Looks like JD.
Pearly.
Bailey picked it up again. JD Dunn's bringing it up to the near boards.
Michael on the back check. Gilming on the defense. Oh, that's a dangerous puck out front for the Eagles.
Nice shot by J.D. Dunn on that one. He was trailing on the play. The rebound came right out to him. Shot a little bit high.
Eagles were able to score it down. Cougs will come out of the net, play the puck. Eagles were able to get an offensive change now.
Well, we got a delayed penalty for the Eagles. That was Purley. Now they're having a discussion. Purley and Torres decided they wanted to say hi to each other, looks like right now.
We're having a nice little discussion. They're going to get Gilming with...
Is that a high stick that you call a high stick?
It looks like he called him a technical in basketball, but I don't know what that would be in a hockey call. I haven't seen that signal. I know Sam's not mouthing off because I think I've heard Sam Gilming say 10 words total in his Eastern career.
Well, there's Purley again talking to Torres.
Tell Purley's not happy about something.
Now Purley's definitely fired up. Torres must have said something to him because he's not happy at all.
Well, an official sees
And
that.
now they're taking them both off. Give him a little break. No, I think it's just going to be Purley he's calling. Nope.
No,
there goes Torres.
You got both of them there.
Torres trying to be a little slick, go back to the bench before he got nailed to go in the penalty box. But yeah, I think the referees had enough of them saying their good wishes for each other.
But again, I mean, I hate to keep slamming the Eastern's players right now, but guys, you're down on defensemen right now. You're gonna have to use your head, and this is kind of ridiculous, especially from a veteran player like Purley. He's got to keep his cool right now. And right now, when the Eagles are down to 3 defensemen, I mean, that's at some point you got to just keep your cool and not let your emotions get the better of you.
Yeah, but Purley's game is this. He plays a real good physical, get in your face type style. You're right, it can hurt you. But Torres is a pretty good defenseman too, so it's kind of a wash on them. But you're right, with the Eagles so far down on defensemen, you really have to be real careful on what you're doing right now. Because I would say Purley's probably their strongest D-man they have right now on it, and he's sitting in the box for 2 minutes. And Sep.
And then they're going to get Chris Watkins down.
Did they bounce him?
Yeah, they bounced him.
I'm not really sure why. He wasn't really ranting that much about the call. I saw a lot worse 2 weeks ago when Montana State was here with, or even last week, and they didn't check the ref or the coach until way after about 2-3 minutes of him hollering at them.
Yeah, and that might be just the different levels of the association, if you will. This is still, again, the referees are doing a good job of what they can on their level, but at the same time, you got to think that this is a youth-based officiating crew versus last week's, more of the junior-style, upper-level officials. So they might be a little more used to taking some slack than these.
I don't know. Duncan's been around a long time. He's coached a lot of rep league games and that. I'm not really sure. I know he has pretty small patience level, but that one, I don't know.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you are, and that's good, but Duncan has a quick chuck finger. I'm telling you right now, Lynchfield's just been doing a shooting gallery right out there. No one is even getting in front of his shots. He had 3 back-to-backs. Well, it'll be interesting what the coach got bounced for. If we can find that in between periods. Crucial penalty kill now for the Eagles.
Yep, fully agree.
But again, there's Lynchfield wide open. They're not flooding, and I'm surprised the center isn't coming up a little bit higher to take at least some of the pressure and put a little bit on the defensive right now. 7:16 left in the second period.
Nice clear out there by Zakryachek.
Like I said earlier in the first period, he's all over the place.
He is.
You've got to love his game. McGinnis is just bringing it in all the way by himself from the red line in. He's just circling around the EW's net. Guinness back over to Bailey. Bailey looks like he kicked it over to Day.
Oh, man. Okay, now it's getting a little ridiculous. He's just trying to clear him in front of the net. He's there all day long. I know the officials are trying to keep this game quiet, but right now, you're going to have 4 Eagles in the box. I mean, come on, guys. There's definitely 2 teams right now.
Well, what I'm finding interesting about it is I'm watching the Cougs, and they're doing a little bit extra, and they haven't been called on it, and it's been pretty blatant. And so I'm really not sure. The game hasn't gotten chippy, and so I'm not sure why they're trying to take control over it and tighten it down so much. It has not gotten out of hand. Now Coach Hanlon wants an explanation, and the referee's not coming over and telling them.
Yeah, and I think at this point, I mean, you're going to keep calling all these penalties. You should definitely at least give the coach an explanation.
Well, what I'm worried about, if you get enough frustration from the Eagles, this could turn ugly quickly with some of these calls right now. O'Donnell, he's getting ready for the face-off. Puck back to Bailey. Shot it over to Day, back to Bailey. Bailey's got it at the top. Day shoots it down low. He got it down to J.D. Dunn. Back to Bailey. Oh, nice stop. Nice stop. Excellent play by O'Donnell on that one. Well, right now what's happening is WSU is just putting a lot of offensive pressure on the Eagles right now. But again, being shorthanded with their defensemen, they're having to play fours at the D line, and they're just not used to it. That's why there's a discrepancy right now. Bailey has the puck again. Kicks it over to Day. Day has it, moving around. Looks like he's got it to J.D. Dunn. Day's coming in. Dunn's coming in. Took a one-timer by Dunn. Stop by O'Donnell. Another shot by Day. Just a lot of offensive pressure from WSU. Bailey has it.
5 seconds remaining on the penalty here to Gilming.
J.D. Dunn has the puck right now in front. Nice shot by Mingus. Mingus has the puck right now, kicked it on over to Noel. Back to Bailey, who dumps it in off the net.
There's definitely some confusion from the officials there. Gilming got out of the box, and Duncan tried to throw him back in.
Well, Trevor, what I'm seeing right now, definitely offensively, WSU's taking it to Eastern.
Oh, yeah. Eastern had that spurt right when the period started, and able kind of rescinded back, but it will kill off that first penalty. Now we've got a minute 45 remaining in the penalty to Zakrajicek.
Middlesworth brings it down in, has the puck over to Noel.
Nice stop by O'Donnell.
O'Donnell's playing a strong net right now for Eastern. With all this offensive pressure, this game could be 4-5-0. He's doing an excellent job backstopping it.
It's nice to see they're clearing house finally there in the penalty box for the Eagles, making a little room for the first aid attendant.
That's right. They get to sit down again.
Yeah, it's her first game working, and she's a little confused why all of a sudden
I don't blame her.
Everybody wants to visit her in there, but the Eagles able to clear it down. Nice move by Stevenson. 1:25 remaining in the penalty to Zakrajicek.
We got to look up Middlesworth and J.D. Dunn's statistics. I'd like to know. I think they both played upper level junior hockey before. They're excellent players for the Cougars. We'll try to get that info for you at intermission, folks.
Eagles are sliding all around all over there. They need an equipment manager. Someone sharpen those skates.
Well, it's a little bit. They're playing a little bit sloppy right now on defense, but that goes back to the pressure WSU's putting on them offensively.
Nice move by Smith there, able to center it out to Maiko, unable to handle it, but good penalty killer for the Eagles. They're able to back check.
Snyder has it right now for the Cougs. Dumps it in. So it's going over to Noel. Who dumps it behind, back to Noel. Turned
away by O'Donnell. 23 seconds remaining in the penalty to Zakrajicek.
Nice drop off right there to Mingus. Face off to the right of O'Donnell. Puck goes to Torres. Over to J.D. Dunn. Back to Torres. Looking for Bailey right now. Torres has it down low to J.D. Dunn. Nice little pass over. Nice shot. That was a nice play. J.D. Dunn had the puck on the side of the net and was waiting to, and I'm pretty sure it was either J.D. Dunn or Snyder that got the goal. Or Mingus was down there too, but it was a nice little one-timer. He held up. J.D. Dunn held up to the last minute and did a nice little one-time pass out there. Nothing Eastern's goalie could have done on that one.
Really, the only thing I'm seeing on J.D. Dunn is he's the president of the hockey club, but it just has him playing for WSU the last 3 seasons.
Well, that's interesting because heck of a hockey player for only playing 3 years.
Miniman now over to Shaw. Shaw gets a shot, squeezes by. I'm sure he played somewhere, but hockey DB sometimes is a little not the most credible source as far as keeping information. Uh-oh, now we got a breakaway here for the
Dunn.
Cougs.
J.D. Dunn again, he's always around the puck. He's like Middlesworth. Constantly on the ice. Nice shot. That was a big-time blast by Gerard. 2:55 left in the period. 3-0 Cougars up on the Eagles. Shots now 23-22 in WSU's favor. Just right now, the offense is just all the Cougars.
It's all Cougs right now. O'Donnell again, nice stop. Gilming for the Eagles. Chipped it up to Ouellette. Ouellette hits Browning just a little ahead of him, though.
If it wasn't for McDonald, this game would be about 7-8-0.
Oh, yeah,
right
O'Donnell's
now.
playing one heck of a night. Gilming tries to get it cleared down, unable to do so. Now still trying to get up jump on the butt. Comes up to Zakrajicek. Zakrajicek now. Little chip pass over to Stevenson. Stevenson over to Zakrajicek. Zakrajicek through center ice. Going to do it himself here. Now Browning for the Eagles. Chips it back over to Stevenson. Unable to play it. Now we have a 2-on-0 with Purley back checking.
We've got Jackson has the puck looking for Middlesworth. And again, he's always around the puck. The guys are going, and then Purley takes a shot right in front of the referee. Now that one, you need to control yourself on that one. The whistle was blowing, the play was dead, everything was quiet, and he took a shot at him. That was definitely a play that no reason to take on that one at all. There's no message sent on that either, so that one he needs to think about. Even though I know Purley's game is physical, that one was something that was uncalled for. And I do like Purley's game, I really do, but that one, no, he could have stayed away from that penalty.
I'm going to go ahead and no comment that one. I think it's probably safer for my position here at Eastern.
Well, Eastern can't keep doing this. Down 3-0, they haven't really put on any kind of offensive attack, and the Cougars are just flooding them right now. It's interesting watching this. Ludvenben shoots the puck on net. Comes back to Lynchfield. I think that's Bailey's looking for, back to Lynchfield. He takes a one-time shot in front. Nice stop. 2 stops right there. But again, Trav, there you are. The WSU's just having a shooting gallery, and it looks like Eastern's just skating around. They can't figure out which way they want to go right now.
Well, it's kind of causing the problem. I mean, they've been playing shorthand, and the Eastern's got to make that adjustment, knowing right now that the calls aren't going in their favor.
No question.
And so, I mean, sometimes you're just, again, I hate to say it, skate away because that wasn't necessarily my game, but know that the officials are watching you and kind of got a target on your back.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure why that is. Eastern hasn't played a dirty game at all, but they're definitely clamping on them hard.
Stevenson over to Smith. Now Smith with some room. He's got some wheels. This kid now making a move. Takes a big hit. But again, I mean, you look back to the officials
that was right there. Again, that goes back to WSU's getting away with some little extra shots. That was a nice little elbow, and the officials just trailing it.
Let it go, and that's the thing I think with the Eagles. Like, if Purley's making that hit, Purley's going to the box, but the Cougars are just kind of getting away with that extra little chip shot there.
And I truly don't like to say anything negative about the officials, but this one, again, I'm not seeing what they did not see in that, especially with the official trailing it. J.D. Dunn has a puck right now.
45 seconds here to go in the period. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty to Purley.
Nice little flip over to Torres. Torres blocks it on the far boards.
Torres sticks, breaks. He gets another twig. Circles back out. 30 seconds remaining here in the period. Stevenson with a nice break up. Clears it back down. 14 seconds remaining on that penalty to Purley.
Day has a puck, try to knock it up on the board. But
Browning over to Ouellette. Ouellette's going to hold on to it for a little bit. Flips it back down towards the net. Eagles back at even strength here. 5 seconds remaining in the period.
Bailey's bringing it up. Down low for the Cougs.
That's a penalty. That's a cry check.
That's what I thought. You may want to double shift him or triple shift that kid because he's playing well tonight. Of course, he's played well every game I've watched him, but it'll be interesting what Coach Hanlon does because you may have to start double shifting some of these players. Big crowd here from WSU, I can tell you that right now. That's interesting. Well, Trav, how would you wrap up that second period right now?
Terrible. I mean, the Eagles got to find some life, and that's I hate to be that blunt about it, but it's at some point you got to support O'Donnell, and they're just seeming like they're not. O'Donnell's doing everything they can to keep the Eagles even in this only down 3 goals, but I mean they got to stop taking that extra shot. They got to stay out of the box, and they've got to try to generate some offense.
I must agree with you on that one. It's just been a shooting gallery for WSU right now. But anyway, folks, we're going to step away for right now. If you're downtown Cheney looking for something to do, come to the URC. If you can't make it to the game, make sure you make it down to the Barrel House Pizza. See you in about 19 minutes.
Welcome back to Cheney, Washington.
Look who's here with us, Trav. Look who shows up here tonight.
The trader's back.
Wow.
Yeah, that's.
What an introduction.
Well, it's a little cold that you left us, but.
Yeah. Our play guy shows up right now, going into the third period. Hi, Tyler. How are you?
Well, I think I only come out for the exciting part of the game.
Good having you back.
That's why we gave you the poor mic. It's a tough bounce for you right now.
I was watching the Chiefs. That nonsense. They've lost the whole team.
Oh, good, good.
I'll tell you, folks, we're in for a treat. If you haven't heard Tyler yet, he's probably the best play-by-play I've heard in this area. And no, he didn't pay me for that. That's a legit story right there. I like working with him.
That's why there's cash exchange in front of me right now, huh? All right, sure. Yeah, like the cash box with all the admittance is somehow right in front of Tyler Pisani. Awkward?
That's a fluke. That's a fluke. He just picked that seat from nowhere.
Weird. Maybe he slipped a couple 20s in his pocket.
I don't know if you watched much of this working with the Chiefs, Tyler, but right now Eastern's going to have to bust that 2-1-2 that WSU's playing on them. They're going to have to pick up more on their offense. WSU has just been smoking them on offense tonight.
Obviously, that's what led to their goal deficit.
Oh, look at this here. Eastern doesn't have a man in the box there. That's the first time all game, I think, eh?
It seems like every time I look up, there's a number on the scoreboard.
That's shots on goal. That's what that number means.
Thanks.
Just helping you out here. You know, just in case you got a little confused.
Well, we're here for you. Take over, Tyler.
Stevenson with it back behind the net. He goes to the far side, pushes it ahead up to Miller. Set all the way back. And that was actually really resting.
That's like it's all right. You got it.
But so far, just from what I've noticed, Eastern Washington box a lot of this game. We saw assistant coach Chris Watkins get sent out, sent to the locker room.
He got booted for sure.
Travis's thoughts on that here in just a moment. I know that he went down there and talked to the team at this intermission.
Well, that was an interesting call by the ref, and we didn't get a report on what it was.
Tyler O'Donnell, a little spin move there in net. He's done fairly well. 21 saves so far tonight. And a lot of the goals have been stuff that he couldn't really.
Yeah.
It's
What?
coming from the back door, stuff like that.
Well, if you watch WSU, what they're doing it again this period, the whole game they're doing 2-1-2, and they're sending the two guys in using the body, and that floater that they have out there is just a shooting gallery, and he's done a great job for him because right now this score could be easily 8-9 to zip right now. So.
He came out a couple of weekends ago here in Cheney, kind of the secret weapon for the team. And so far he's lived up to the hype, I'd say.
Yeah, he has. There's that Middleworth again. Now he's out throwing his body for WSU.
Oh!
Just past the post. Lieberman now going to send it to the far side. Take the right back out. They're getting into the net. Stevenson's got it. He's going to walk it towards the front of the net. Just past the outstretched shot. Huge hit.
Just a wrecking ball right now.
Well, they're showing some life.
He's going to feel that one for a little while.
Good to see there's Eastern showing a little life right now in this period.
18:05 to go in the third period. We talked about this a lot so far this season. Eastern's a very streaky club. Now it looks like it's going to be outside. It's a very streaky club. It takes them a second to get going to score that first goal, but once it comes, they're able to solve that riddle that is the opposing goaltender. And get a couple of goals back to back.
Yeah, and I like this Eagles team. They got a good squad right now. They just seem to be struggling a little bit with that 2-1-2 that WSU's playing on them.
You know what would help? If you got them some wood twigs. You got some old school wood twigs. Bring it back to the old school nature of the game. And then, that's my 2 cents, but.
I've seen some of the flailing so far tonight. That could cause some issues for the Cougars.
Maybe that's kind of my ultimatum. Maybe got that big hunk of lumber flailing around, we get a little help. But.
Yeah, you got to know how to use that wood twig. You can't. It's different than these composite sticks.
I know Zach Shaw asked me for a new stick, and he didn't find it funny when I offered him a wood stick. I think Shaw would be.
There's nothing wrong with wood twigs.
No, I still got a couple of them. I still use them.
Well, Tyler's career ended before wood sticks were even a thing. He had a 2x4 out there, but. What, you had one of those blue and yellow floor hockey sticks? Is that what you played with?
With the plastic blade.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell you, that J.D. Dunn, that kid's a hockey player for
He
WSU. He's just playing a good player. So is Middleton, or Middlesworth, excuse me. He's another good hockey player.
He seems to be a punt guy. You saw it again there, just coming out of nowhere to intercept the pass in the middle of the attacking zone.
Well, that's what I like about Middlesworth is he's big, but he's real quick, and he has a quick first step, and then he's gone.
Good defensive stand there for Roulette, who covered the back door. We talked about that just a little bit ago. The Cougars are very good at putting a man on that back post. So now 2 Eagles colliding on the side of the zone. Cougars with numbers across the center.
Lynchfield did a nice pass over to Middlesworth there.
If you'll notice, I think Purley's definitely favoring that left arm. He hasn't been able to grab that stick the entire period with that thing. Oh, Donald's not having anything nice to say out there.
No, he's having a discussion with Lynchfield. I'm not sure for what. Dunn comes over, pulls him away.
Coach Chris Soriano wanting an explanation there. Well, Chris, even when he played, he's a passionate kid, and he kind of took a little offense that Duncan and him have a little bit of history, and I think he took a little offense to Sam Gilman getting the unsportsmanlike, because Sam Gilman, like we've said earlier on the broadcast, has said maybe 10 words the entire Eastern career, and so I think he almost wanted us to come to Sam's aid there, maybe just a little over the line, but he's a fiery guy. Remember the nice little spin move there.
Well, Stewart's been playing well, though, tonight for WSU. And he's been playing strong.
Eastern Washington with a good chance on the attack. Jennings not able to, on the last trip down the ice, not able to fire it off quick enough. Left puck to the stick. That could have been the opening goal for him.
But that has been nice. I've seen more pep in Eastern, especially offensively. So hopefully we get a quick goal, see what happens.
Still lots of time left in this one.
Oh.
Brings it in and fires a laser just right of the goal.
That kid knows how to play the game.
Feeds it down low. He's got him in there. Back to Smith. Smith circles around. He's still got Zakrychek at the top of his own. Decides to go Stevenson. Stevenson to Zakrychek.
Yes!
Fires and shoots and scores! Trevor Zakrychek extends his team-leading goal streak.
Kid's got a rocket, Tyler. Kid's got a rocket. Man, Stewart had no hope for that one. And the kid was in position. He was a little screened, but man, that kid can play. He's got a shot that just won't quit. That's why I'm saying they might double shift him. No. Laser shot on that one. That's why I like Z's game.
Well, he's on the board. Shawley coming out, throwing the ball around.
That one has 18th point of the season, which is pretty impressive considering this is only goal number 12.
That's why we have a love-hate relationship with you. You somehow still know the stats and got nothing in front of you. Thanks, Tyler. Make us look real bad again. Did we have a whistle? Did we not have a whistle? We were a little confused right there. What's going on?
Yeah, the two officials are looking at each other with their hands out. I'm not sure what the call was.
Coach Hanlon a little confused as well. Is he looking? He almost looked like he was waiting for the start of the YMCA there. Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Been an interesting game.
Minderman pleading his case. Unfortunately, his major is not oratory or debate. He's going to lose that argument.
14:35 to go. Eastern Washington still on. Penalty still on the board, so it was a power play goal by Zakaria. Just wide of the net by Richfield. And now here come the Eagles moving up the far side. In front of him is Jimmy. Jimmy slows up. Minderman on the far wall. Tries to leave it back, but it's intercepted by Dunn. And now here comes Cougars in. Minderman's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. It's just enough of it. Now Minderman's going to go.
They're getting it offsides.
No, they got a penalty. I think it's going to be Minderman that's going in the box.
I think it was just an offsides for the Cougars.
Well, Dunn's definitely feeling it right now. So again, that's why this game's being interestingly called, as I will call it. Very interesting what I'm seeing right now. I'll tell you, Smith did a really nice job trying to get the puck because Bailey and Lynchfield were a little lackadaisical on getting the puck for WSU, and Smith came storming in, and they had a little trouble getting the puck away from him.
A little forecheck there from Smith and Otness.
Stevenson fires a shot off of his shin pads and put it in front of the goal. They're going to poke it back to Zakaria. Backhands it right into the chest of
Stewart. He's standing big for him. Again, even though Knockbar wouldn't have been happy with a backhand.
Knockbar hates those backhand.
Z has a nice backhand shot too.
He does, but that logo's never been open. I mean, someone's got to. Pisani just pointed out the fact that the Cougars dressed 3 goaltenders. It's the first. That reminds me back of the Eagles last year's conference tournament. You never know.
Roulette fires one from the left side all the way back up to McKay. Gets it back down to Zakaria. He puts it out front, but picked up just in front of the net. Stevenson now trying to fire it along the rim.
See the Eagles kind of settling into their offensive game now.
They're playing a lot better this period than the first two. I think Torres is going to get.
Oh man,
Look at those dangles.
that was pretty. Eagles with extra attacker out there. Browning gets hit from behind. Still no call.
To his knees and led into the wall.
Well, I think they're going to get Torres, and he thought, oh, why not take another shot? I think he's got an elbow call on him.
So Eastern Washington able to score on that last power play. Chance to cut the deficit halfway with 12:25 to go. Torres was sent 2 minutes.
Shot
Frowned upon.
Shots even up 25-25 right now. Eastern's playing a lot better third period, and it would have been nice to see them a little bit earlier, but if they keep this momentum going, don't know, get a quick goal here. New game.
I didn't notice it until, I guess everybody noticed it, that Eastern WSU has 2 goalies, or has 3 goalies dressed, 2 of them on the bench, but neither of the goalies on the bench have their gloves on.
No.
It's a very odd look. Good stop there by O'Donnell.
Mingus did a nice job of coming in on Eastern's goalie on that one.
Dangerous pass.
That Dunn kid's all over the place, Tyler. I'm telling you, that kid's been all over the place tonight.
And the Eagles just using their body to push him down the ice, bullying their way back to the puck. Roulette with it, winds up, fires a shot, deflected out front, and sent back the other way. Shell tries to feed it ahead, and now a dangerous opportunity for the Cougars.
That's Mingus that was in on it.
Mingus fires a shot, O'Donnell snatches it out of the air. Shaw loses his skates, and O'Donnell doesn't get hurt.
I think he maybe got a little snow blindness from those white skates.
Well, it was interesting when Mingus went in on that. He looked up. He wanted that back because he had that whole top side wide open. But again, that's Shaw's game. He is everything. That's what I like about that kid. And yes, I like his skates. I like his white skates.
Someone's got to. I'm sure his mother likes them.
I might buy a pair of white skates now. He's inspired me because I like them. I really do.
Entering the neutral zone is Stevenson. He's going to skate around every Cougar out there and fire a shot. And it's sadly right into the chest of Stewart.
And that's another kid that's got a solid game. I'm telling you, I picked that up from the first, but Stevenson is a really good hockey player.
Shots are between these two teams, 26 and 26. 1, 11:20 to go in this contest. We'll see how that man advantage for another 55 seconds. Winning the face-off, Stevenson fires a shot off of the skates of a player, bouncing towards the goal, and then it's stopped by Stewart. McKay goes to the far side, now back up top to McKay. He's going to line up, fire a shot off the skates of Browning, who is waiting up front. Michael's on the far side. McKay has it in the center of the neutral zone, pushes it ahead to Smith. Smith skates it towards the center, gives it back to Stevenson. Stevenson makes one man miss, gets it to the far side where McKay's waiting. McKay tees it up, puts it on net, right up front. Eagles looking to fire with their skates, but can't come away with it as the penalty ticks down into its final 15 seconds. Washington doing their best to at least maintain possession. One more offensive rush. It's still a very dangerous time for teams as the player comes out of the box. At least have to get reset defensively. Shot by Stevenson. Shin pads.
Dave's bringing it up on the far boards.
There's a crowd check again. We said his name a lot. Coming through the neutral zone. Looking to make one more man miss. Brings it in and a good lead there by Stewart. To help that near post to be right where the crowd check on the play.
Yeah, it was interesting. Stewart had to pay attention on that because Z was going around, and I think at first Stewart thought he was going to go around and try to do a back sweep on him, and he just tucked it in, and Stewart held that post really tight.
Now they're going to put Zakarichak in the center. He kicks it back. Shot fired just wide of the net, but there to pick it up is Ouellette.
Nice save.
Swing and a miss. Had he made contact with that, he had the whole side of the net open.
I'll tell you, you almost have to have the Krychek out there the whole time. That kid, and he has just a ball of energy too. He doesn't look like he's missed a beat, and he's had a lot of ice time tonight. That kid, you think Yeah, you think hockey, you think Z. Just that simple. The guy is doing everything tonight. Incredible hockey player.
It's a whole different game, fellas. 9:38 to go. The Eagles only trail by one.
Well, you can see Eastern picking up their speed a little bit, more energy coming from them after that first goal. Now it will definitely be interesting to see how they run this.
I'm most curious to figure out where's a Krychek is going to get shot from that line, because he's hit the top left and then he hit the top right. He's aimed for the top center a couple times and he hits the Cougar right in the middle.
You know, my bet's 5-hole. It's going 5-hole.
Well, what's interesting about him, and you can say that even with Stevenson, they have great stick mobility where their skating skills gets them a long ways, and then they just pick their spots, and they both got quick releases. Similar games those two have.
And they're both bigger offensive players that can either skate or skate.
They got a great feel for the ice. They know exactly where everybody's at. That's another skill that you don't teach. You just have that as an innate ability to do that.
And Stevenson's just a freshman. He's got a lot of raw potential that we could see him have a season like Trevor's having this year, a year or two down the road.
Well, now we got a game, folks. 9:38 left. Definitely a hockey game now. Eastern's definitely come out this period firing on all cylinders.
And the Eagles are out shooting the Cougars 30-26 so far.
Shaw, nice check again.
Linderman has it on the far side. I talked to him before the game. Shaw fires a shot, bouncing and heads away. Linderman's looking for his first goal in a while. Decided to change things up. With a dirty mustache.
It's not pretty.
He says it's for Halloween. I don't quite get it.
I don't know what he's going for.
I don't know if you've noticed this, guys, but I have not seen Pearlie on the ice hardly at all this period. So I am wondering if he doesn't have a small injury or something.
No, he's definitely got. He took that slash and dropped his mitts. I think early in the second period, you could definitely see him kind of nursing that left arm. Hopefully, he can get that taped up and recovered tonight, because he's definitely going to be a key for the Eagles game tomorrow, not having Hayden Board in the lineup.
Yeah, he's a solid defenseman, so that's why I'm figuring he's got to be hurt or he'd be out on the ice.
Yeah, and he's on the bench right now, standing up on the left side, and you can see him kind of nursing that left hand. Not really grabbing it. It should really come out on the ice, but Charles, you may know this, that he's not really holding the stick with his left hand either. Kind of a balancing mechanism if nothing else for his stick. 22 to go. Cougars lead at 3-2, but the Eagles come alive in this third period. Off the leg pads of Tyler O'Donnell. This one sent off the line. Pushed up ahead. Keegan Otness loses it in the neutral zone. Cougars looking to cut the other way, but Otness has other ideas. He picks it up.
Okay.
Well, it is good to see Pearlie out there. I like his game. He's a good, solid defenseman. He can help the Eastern Eagles, but hopefully his left arm or wrist isn't badly hurt. And you can definitely hear from the crowd, they are back into this game, people. They are definitely back. I'd encourage you also, folks, I want to put this in there right now, but if you can, come down to the Barrel House tonight, meet the players after the game. Great place to go after the game, but let's get back into it. What do you think the difference is right now, guys? What do you see in Eastern doing compared to the first two periods?
For me, it looks like the guys are having just a little bit more fun than they were the first 2 periods. I mean, they're coming out and actually just enjoying the moment and playing for themselves and not too worried about what the scoreboard was. And for me, it looks like that's paying off for them.
Dangerous puck out front as it went off of O'Donnell's leg pads. And now here comes Zakrajcek again. He's got a man trailing Zakrajcek.
Wow, save. Oh, geez.
And I don't know if they're going to call that or not.
Eastern Washington doing a good job of keeping their head on their shoulders and knowing that they're down very important defensemen. And the momentum's on their side, choosing just to skate away from that opportunity.
Well, I'm just not sure what Snyder was thinking on that one because the play was dead. And he came in and took a bull run on that one.
A little bit of frustration going over for the Cougars, who controlled the first 40 minutes of this game, but over the last 13, it's been all Eastern Washington University. Trevor Zakrajcek looking for that.
Can we go back to that save, though?
Oh, that
Wow.
was incredible. Incredible. Stewart stood on his head on that one.
We've seen a lot in this building this year. Goaltenders coming in, just having the game of the year, trying to keep Trevor Zakrajcek on the ball.
He definitely is a goaltender's worst nightmare, that's for sure.
Some good defense there. By the senior.
But if you're right, you look at it, if Stewart wasn't playing such a good game, maybe it wouldn't be tied up right now. Eastern would have a few more goals on it because he's done an excellent job for the Cougars.
Eastern Washington on the power play for the 3rd time this period, 1 for 3 this period with the man advantage. Zakrajcek has it again. He's going to try and take it in the corner. He catches an arm around the outside of it by Torres. As Zakrajcek tries to put it out front, and Stewart wisely covers it up. Zakrajcek looking for some sort of a call there, maybe a hold or a hook as he was spun around in the corner by Torres.
Yeah, he let a couple of players from WSU know he was not very pleased with the non-call right there.
1:15 to go on the power play for the Eagles. 6:36 to go in regulation. Back to Zakrajcek. He's going to put it on the far side. He turns, looks to go back to Zakrajcek. No, instead he goes to Jenny. In the near face-off circle, a shot right out front. Eastern Washington again. Hit it right into the chest of Stewart.
Stewart's standing tall for him right now. WSU should thank him at the end of this game because they could easily be in 2 goals in the last minute and a half if it wasn't for him.
32 saves for the young man from Spokane.
The team should take him down to Barrel House after the game and get him a happy hour beverage.
Jenny gets it back to Zakrajcek. Zakrajcek out front off of the leg pads. Eastern Washington Linderman there looking to poke in that rebound. And fires a shot to Jenny in the far corner. 40 seconds left on the power play. Jenny to the far side. Shoots and scores! Eastern Washington has taken the lead on their second power play goal of the period.
And now you can see WSU players, they're starting to hang their head, wonder what happened. I'll tell you right now, Eastern's doing what WSU do in the first 2 periods. They're making a shooting gallery on it. Eastern's flipped the tide on them, reversed it. Stewart's playing a heck of a game, but Eastern's looking unbelievable this period right now. This is what I'm used to seeing them play so far this year. This period right here.
And I don't know who is more excited for that goal for the Zach Linderman or head coach Pat Hammond. He jumped down off of his perch back there, gave a couple of Tiger Woods-esque fist pumps. And I think he's just as excited and having just as much fun as his team is.
And why wouldn't you? Right now, Eastern's looking unbeatable.
So 5:39 to go. Eastern Washington with 4 goals in this period. 2 by Trevor Zakrajcek, 1 by Zach Linderman, and 1 by Zach Michael. Lots of Zach goals.
A lot of Zacks. Well, it helps when you have, 4 or 5 Zacks on the team.
Yeah, 4 Zacks, 1 Zakrajcek.
Well, like, don't call me on the stats there. I mean, I'm just like,
He's going to keep everything. You got a decent chance that you're correct if you just say Zach.
yeah, I mean, Smith with a nice little check there.
His game sure got physical this year.
You see the Cougars kind of losing their edge a little bit. As we saw that hit down at the other side, they're really looking to get back into this one. Passive pass to the goal.
Yeah, what was happening there, Eastern was having trouble tracking the players, and they were more running around in their end. And WSU again, they're staying in that 2-1-2 format that they've done all game, open on the low side. No, that wasn't his fault at all. He can't stop that.
With just over 5 minutes to play, the Eagles fans are spinning shot. Far side. Gonna have a penalty coming.
Well, they keep pointing at Stevenson. He keeps wondering what's going on. Now the Cougs going in the box, so it wasn't Stevenson. A high stick, it looks like.
Dunn was sitting in the box, so that solves a little bit of Eastern Washington's issue. He has a great one-last player they've got to cover on the attacking side. 2 for 3 on power play so far this period. The Eagles are. You see the Cougars throwing that body around a little bit. Back, picked up by the left. He gets it just enough to kind of disrupt the attack of the Cougars with the short man rush. Now behind the goal is Purley. Purley again, still just kind of one hand on his stick. Now Stevenson makes one more miss. Able to get around the second. Looking to go around his third. He does. Fires a shot just a little bit too tall. And Purley able to keep it in. He fires a shot. Bounces wide of the net. Net trying to poke it inside that near post. Now backhanded by Browning out front. Eastern Washington is kind of chopping at it in the attacking zone on his power play. Stevenson fires a shot.
5 just saved a goal, and he's feeling it.
Yeah, Bailey definitely did a nice job of blocking it.
Krajcek picks it up along the low wall. Coming away with it are the Cougars. Browning spins, fires a shot. And now it is Torres. 45 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Cougars. Purley fires it in just wide of Roulette, who's coming back across the line. Roulette snatches it out of the air. Fires a shot.
An old school knuckle puck there. Ooh.
Just a bit too tall.
That was a nice knuckle puck, but Stewart did a good job of tracing it down and hitting it off his glove. He did a real nice job of that. One thing I want to say, Cougars right now, even though after that fourth goal by the Eagles, they looked like they were hanging their head a little bit, but they've come back, and they're back on fire. So both teams right now are just making everything. We're going to go offense. We're going to say to heck with defense right now. We're going to see who can win the shootout.
Lots of open space here. 4 for 4 for 29 seconds. And then the Cougars are at a 1:31 on power play with 3:22 to go here in the third period. All knotted up at 4. Eastern Washington pulling ahead by 10 on the shot count.
Well, definitely as an Eagle fan and someone that's been with the team for a couple of years now, this is the kind of frustrating part as a fan that you get guys like this. Oh, Smith almost gets a home run pass there. But if you don't see the Eagles play like this for 60 minutes, they kind of have that 40-40 type thing.
They're going to
Washington going to get a break here as that big hit on
Lynchfield nailed him from behind.
Smith. He's feeling it a little bit. That's going to be a charge. So really we'll have a 4-on-4 tons of guys. They'll have a 4-on-4 for a minute 32nd. And then Eastern Washington will have a power play for just 23 seconds.
Those are some good mass skills there, Tyler.
So you got to tip your hat to Stewart. He's playing a heck of a game tonight for WSU. I think Bailey's out there, isn't he? Well, you look at the shot differential, gentlemen, 39-29 for Eastern. Both goalies are playing extremely well because that's a lot of shots on goal.
Smith able to win that face-off for the Eagles. Our 4-on-4 now. Smith looking to pick one up out front. Got a good use of the body there by Dunn. Push Smith away from the back.
Smith needs to eat more of those Wheaties, man.
2:33 to go. 1:10 left on the Browning minor.
I'll tell you, another kid that's having a good game is Sam Gilming. He's played well tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see that kid back from injury from last week. And
Cougars with rush on the 4-on-4. In from the neutral zone is Torres. As a play check, feeds it ahead to Michael. Michael has to chase it to the boards. And he's just going to push it into the near side corner. And the Eagles get back to the bench and get some fresh skates on before they head on the power play. 40 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Dunn looking to get fancy, running between his legs. He just having none of it now. Here they come. Mending along the low wall. Goes around the outside of his man. He's got Gilman in the center. Can't get enough on it to get it out there. 15 seconds left on the Browning minor before the Eagles get 23 seconds on the power play. Doesn't get it done. David's chasing all the way to get the shot off. 20 seconds on the 5-on-4 for the Eagles. Shot on the side of the neutral zone. He's chasing the puck. All the way backwards.
Shaw did a nice job of running him off the puck on that one.
And now Ouellette behind his own net. He's going to push it ahead to Jerry in front of his own bench. And now Linderman right in the center of the neutral zone has a stick fight with Day. And the Cougars are content holding on to it in their own end for a moment. Linderman off the wall again. Trying to use that same move and use his speed to go off the wall.
got 37 seconds here remaining in the game. On regulation, I should say, actually.
Smith has it caught up in his skates. That one out front. The Cougars are over there putting it up. Another dangerous puck this time. No Donnie just got it off to 25 to go here in regulation. The Cougars really coming alive for the last 2 minutes, even though they were on the penalty kill for a little bit. They take possession and kind of see the lead for the first 2 periods, where the Eagles just can't really keep the puck with their stick.
Yeah, you got to hand it to WSU. They lost a little bit of momentum, then they got it right back, and now it's pretty much even in the play.
Back to Stevenson behind his own net. He tries to fire it up. It goes off the glass and into the net at 24-60.
Hey, Tyler, they're playing one of your favorite artists, Sir Mix-a-Lot, over the loudspeaker. Didn't you see him last summer in concert?
Off the wall, it's going to go all the way down.
Brownie beats him.
Brownie's going to get there.
Oh.
Get out front, almost a deflection off of the Cougar player. Less than 10 seconds to go. The Eagles looking to get a last-second goal. Stevenson fires it, deflected wide, and it looks like we're headed for bonus hockey. As these two teams scored a combined 5 goals in this third period. 4 coming for the Eagles and 1 for the Cougars. 4-4 all knotted up. Overtime.
What is the overtime format for the fans out there wondering?
The ACHA format, since it's a non-conference game, will be 5 minutes of 4-on-4. After that, the game ends in a tie.
It almost being justice if it ended in a tie, because all of a sudden this third period just broke open.
Some of that happened here the first game of the season. Montana Tech was in town.
Yeah, real similar to that, Tyler. I remember working that game with you, and real similar feel right now for that.
This time it appears that everybody's on the same page that
Well, at least we didn't have to call the commissioner in to get a clarification.
That's good. That's a long walk for me down there.
So we're going to go 4 goals to 4 goals. 39-30 is the shot. Of the Eagles. So we're going to send out Zakrychuk, Stevenson, for the Cougars. And it's going to be Torres, Dunn, right there, pushes it ahead to Roulette. He backhands it in. Bailey's going to pick it up. And now here comes Dunn. He makes one-hand miss. He's going to try and get there before it gets to the end line. Able to pick it up, but too deep to get a shot off. And now all the way back to Torres. He fires a shot. Now is a Zakrychuk with a chance. He's got a breakaway opportunity. Makes one-man miss. Shoots it! Score! Trevor Zakrychuk nailed your hands for the game winner.
Nice play by him. He just stuck with the puck the whole way. Did a little deke on the defense, but had no hope to stop him. And you got to feel sorry for Stu, but that was a heck of a shot by Zeke. Heck of a shot.
What a way to end the matchup here in Cheney. Eastern Washington coming away with 4 goals in the third and needing just 29 seconds of the extra frame for Trevor Zakrychuk to pick up a hat trick, his 20th point on the season. And we are in for a thriller tomorrow, Gary.
Oh, no kidding. 3 o'clock tomorrow, folks. You come on out and watch this game because this should be another good one. And then, tonight, get down to that barrel house and meet some of these players that'll be down there.
And if you are able to come out here tonight at 3 o'clock, like Gary said, it's pink and drink night. Ticket proceeds benefiting everyone who can. The same 2 teams as Washington and WSU. This is actually Washington State team as well. So they expect to see just as many Washington State fans tonight as tomorrow as we see tonight. It is going to be a blast, and as you said, get down to the Barrel House. If you're here today or tomorrow, you take your ticket down there, you get 10% off. Trevor Zakrychuk, far and away, #1 star of this game, just by what he did in the final 20 minutes or 20 seconds.
Without a doubt, that kid knows how to play hockey. He's plain and simple.
Giving out the other 2 stars, I'd say they got the goal to the goaltenders in this one. They did give up a combined 9 goals, but they faced 70 shots.
Yeah, that's incredible. Both the goalies played extremely well tonight. Very impressive.
We talk about Zakrychuk getting that 3rd and final goal here in overtime. He had a chance to do that in regulation, but Stewart was able to stop it with a diving save at the right post. But I think that's going to be it for us here Gary, tonight. We can head on down to the Barrel House. We'll see you tomorrow starting at 2:45 right here on YouTube. The Eastern Washington University men's hockey winner by Trevor Zakrychuk. Maybe we'll head downstairs and talk to him outside of the locker room and get his thoughts on this one. What a way to start a 2-game weekend with an overtime thriller in Cheney. For Travis Allen, Gary Allen, our cameraman, Joe Hunter, that's Tyler Masani saying good night, drive safe, we'll see you at the Barrel House, and go Eagles.